time has arrived. The college football playoffs set to get underway as 12 teams begin that long battle on the road to the national championship. Welcome to Oxford, Mississippi, and Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home field of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Hermstreet. The playoff is here, and let's not wait any longer. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Caught quickly. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Screen to the receiver in the flat. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. The receiver makes the catch. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Important second down play coming up. Ball handed to the running back. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area, Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
The Nittany Lions will try to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw it on first down. Short pass finds the tight end. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
And the Nittany Lions lining up here on 1st and 10. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepare for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Can't quite get out to the 25. They'll spot it at the 24 to begin the drive. They'll run it to the left. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. First play of the drive. They'll begin at the 38. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The receiver grabs it. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's a wide receiver screen. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Well, they don't pick up the 1st down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Important 3rd down play coming up after that completion. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. They move the ball to the 48 and earn a fresh set of downs.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
The Nittany Lions with 1st and 10 here. Delayed handoff. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Boy, draws and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's a quick grab. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
And Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. We reach the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. First down, looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man to the left, big catch downfield. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. Movement here from the tight end. The pass is intercepted. He could go across midfield. Out past the 30. And they'll finally bring him down after a huge return. The defense doesn't just get the takeaway. They set the offense up in great field position. Offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Quarterback making some changes at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. On the move now. It's going to be incomplete, trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Looking to throw here. Caught by the receiver. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. And the Rebels will come to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Catch made on the right side. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw.
Brings her in the end zone. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
And the Rebels pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Here's a handoff on 1st and goal. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. He escapes the pocket. He throws the ball out of bounds there. Smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up 3rd down.
That's a smart heads-up play to me by the quarterback. Would rather throw it in the stands than a tight throw leading to a potential turnover. Wonder what they'll have dialed up here on this 3rd down.
So play number 7 on this drive is a 3rd down and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Launching one to the end zone. And is intercepted. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. And it's good for a 1st down to the 36.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
So quickly, all the way up to the 36 and it's 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. Handoff here from the shotgun. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the 1st down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Quick completion to the tight end. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on 1 guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Oh, he makes the catch. Brought down quickly, but the gain moves the football to the 30.
This offense has become a 1st down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. By the 4th quarter, it really starts to wear you out.
The Nittany Lions come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to chuck it again. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And it's incomplete that time. Just out of reach of the receiver.
You know, the outcut is a routine throw, but it really illustrates how much time the quarterback and receiver have worked on this route. Because the more you work on it, you can close your eyes and make this throw. But it's not easy if you don't put a lot of reps in.
This was a promising possessions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Ran by the receiver. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. They need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. And he drops back in the gun. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on 4th down when you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. He's back to throw again on 2nd down. Looking for 6. Looking to the end zone, but it's incomplete. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
He knocks it through with confidence. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So they settled for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start at the 25. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? And looking to throw now on 1st down. Moves out of the pocket. Looks to the left. Pass caught. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. On the run here, lets it go. Comes up with the catch. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. The pocket breaking down. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the 1st half. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. will kick this away to start the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They need to get things going here in the third quarter, already trailing by a couple possessions. We get the second half started with their running play. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Looking to pass here on second down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
This defense reminds me of a group that just is all about preparation. They are completely dialed in on this play. Yeah, they give up the completion, but how about that? Nowhere to go after the catch.
Urgency now for the offense. They hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. On the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Fires it to the wideout. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! He's brought down, but an explosive play through the air.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Looking to scramble now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Now it's second down here. Caught behind the line. It's Matthews. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, the offense is trying to create some matchups to their advantage, but, man, this defense is so athletic. Nowhere to go here after this catch.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. He's running out of time here. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. On first down, it's play action. Looking to scramble. Looking right. This one caught. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for the wideout. He's got it in the open. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the extra point is good. It's 17-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Number 13, set to kick off.
And it's fielded. Sort of trying to make something happen. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. Pre-snap motion from the offense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
2nd down after the incompletion. They'll hand it off. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd down.
Here's the 2nd down play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Here's the throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 30 and still going. What an electric play. Suddenly, they've moved into scoring position down to the 24.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
The Rebels pick up enough yardage to get a 1st down. Looking for a receiver. On the move now. Quick throw to the left side. Catch made in space. Look out. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
Well, that's a quarterback's dream to have all the time in the world sitting back in that pocket. Allows him to scan the field and be able to find an open receiver without worrying about getting hit. You can see what happens when you have that kind of...
Touchdown, Rebels. A much-needed counterpunch delivered. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And the PAT is good. Momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. The first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Now they'll run it on the toss. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Receiver in motion now. He's going to hand this off. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down at the 47.
Gain of 24. And first down for the offense.
And Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. Sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Pass is tipped at the line and will fall incomplete. Good play.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Incompletion on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 47. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
Chris, I really felt the quarterback came off the fake a little bit too quick. The defense didn't bite at all on the play action. They saw the quarterback had the ball, attacked, and got the sack.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He's going for a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. He broke away, and they couldn't catch him. Well, Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And the point after is right down the middle.
Ole Miss 7.
Looks like the returner will try and field this one. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First down. Looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. There is a marker down on the field. Let's check out that call. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty.
On the double. Longer. Here we go.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Caught over the middle. It's Watkins. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43. And the Rebels line up on 1st and 10 now. Back to throw again. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Offense on the move now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Defense is coming after him. It's complete. Great defensive play, tackled quickly. Not much of a gain. And the Rebels will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his 2nd catch of this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out of the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. He escapes the pocket. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on 1st down.
Boy, this defensive plan has been masterful today for this defensive coordinator. Good job of attacking the quarterback, whether he's inside the pocket, chasing him to the outside. And on the back end, they are locked into tight coverage, not giving his quarterback any options at all. It's no wonder they're winning by so much here in the 4th quarter.
And this time it's complete. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a 1st and goal. From the gun, he looks for an open man. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down to the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. And they've got him back there for a loss of 8. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 42. Working clock with the ground game. He's brought down out at the 46. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Again, makes it 2nd and medium. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's an out route, the catch made. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
First and 10 play coming up. Keeping it on the ground here. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Looks left and finds his target there. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You could see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
The Nittany Lions have first and 10 here. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Looking for the end zone, but not complete.
Boy, he just missed another one, Chris. That would have been touchdown number 4 for this quarterback. Still, what a performance we've seen from this guy today. And he's not done yet.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. He'll drop back here on third down. Looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Penn State.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. First play of the drive now from the 25. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And looking to throw now on first down. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
It's almost like they don't have another receiver to throw the ball to. This guy's been making all kinds of plays today, and this time he decides to show off some fancy footwork and somehow stays in bounds.
They're going to throw forward on third and short. Moves out of the pocket. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
4th down and 2 coming up as you try to keep the drive going. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. This one falls incomplete, and the defense makes a 4th down stop.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in the game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Short connection to the tight end here. And here he goes. More out of bounds, but it's another big game. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the 4th.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag. He's up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. Quarterback looks to his right. The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that 3rd down catch. So looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. He was on target with his first kick. This one is from just 26 yards out. And that one's straight down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Coming off another score late in the game, they'll kick the ball away and let the defense just close out this win. And the kick is a square kick, taken by one of the up men. He's tackled at the 34 after a decent kick return there. The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. The pass rush closing in. Oh, and they've got him, and that will do it as this game ends on a sack. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.